There will be 2 categories in this OC review, design and interesting ideas. I will be analyzing the things I think work and don't work for every character I encounter. I will be giving a score out of 5 for each category, which adds up to 10. This is Browsing Deviantart, OC Reviews. This is Cosmo. Oh yes, Daddy. He's about half the size of your average canoe, has been around since World War I. His species is Drakian. He's male, pansexual. I assume these are his likes and dislikes. All I got is a check mark and an X mark, so it could be his grocery list for all I know. Likes:
companionship, nature, friends, playing, sleeping, cuddling, pets, sweets, food, cold weather.
Dislikes:
hot weather, loneliness.
Evil people. Oh, okay. That's kind of vague.
Walking everywhere. Vegetables. Chores. Water. Insects. Arguing. Beaches.
Cosmo is very playful, cheery, energetic, and affectionate. He loves to cuddle and show his love to others. Cosmo is always there whenever you need him, especially if you're feeling down or just need a cuddle. I don't think it's necessary to mention he can cuddle twice in the same bio, but maybe he just really likes to cuddle. Alright, that's it. The bio is a bit short. I feel like a little more could be added because his physical design seems to have a lot more going on, but whatever. I like this design. It matches the friendly personality the artist has given. I like the way they put in a splattering of green stars in the purple fur, after the flat color gradually turns darker and deeper looking. The wings of the character have a unique pattern, although if he doesn't like walking, the size of the wings don't look that effective, unless he flies through some kind of cosmic energy or some shit. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 for the design, and a 2 out of 5 for interesting ideas, because being affectionate is nice and all, but there really wasn't that much else to it other than that. This is a magical character named the Duality of Ambivalence, which just opens up a whole lot of confusion for me. Duality, in short, means 2 contrasting concepts, and ambivalence means having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something or someone. So her literal name means she has 2 contrasting mixed feelings or something? I'm not very good with language, so this may make more sense to someone else, but I think the biggest issue I have with this title is that it doesn't seem to relate to the character in a significant way, as far as I can tell, which you'll see later. Maybe I'm just missing something, but it is an intriguing title, I'll give it that. If anyone wants to correct me on the confusion earlier, you are free to do so. Anyway, the character is a goddess of life. This is her symbol, her weapon. One suggestion for the text: this is kind of hard to read. I would either make the color lighter or put some kind of shadow or border around the letters. Height: 18 feet and 4 inches. Jesus Christ. Weapon: plants. Here we have some abilities. Gamma Kinesis.
The ability to manipulate the essence of life, allowing her to control what can exist and flourish near her. Depending on what she's feeling, the time of day, and of course where she is, certain plants will grow around her. As a natural defense against any dangers, dangerous and lethal plants of any kind grow around her, with any pretty ones that grow there as well. If she is in any given spot for more than an hour, plants will start to grow on her, mainly as camouflage.
Projective Omnilinguism. These are some advanced abilities.
She can speak and understand anyone that comes within a certain range of her, normally indicated by any plants growing into a protective circle around her. While she can speak, she will not be able to understand most written languages brought to her, other than her native one. This ability extends to being able to understand and speak to animals that take refuge within her circle.
Shapeshifting. Okay, I know that one.
While she can change her form, she cannot change it entirely. She can produce key features from her body, but will still remain in humanoid form, close to her original. She can only take on forms of animals she remembers the appearance of or is looking at while shifting.
Well, I certainly appreciate the added detail to the abilities. A lot of people don't seem to do that, although maybe there is too much unnecessary detail in some places, like in the plant section 3rd sentence, for example.
As a natural defense against any dangers, dangerous and lethal plants of any kind grow around her, with any pretty ones that grow there as well.
If this is for self-defense, why would she grow extra native plants? What's the point of that? I don't think personality matters that much in this case. Gods and goddesses tend to be one-dimensional. I really like the color scheme of this design. It's just a simple yellow and blue with some shine on the hair and a nice flowing line of action going throughout the whole body. The constant, extremely consistent stream of tears is hilarious to me. Kind of wish there was some more care put into the flowers, or at least some outlines to make them pop out. I just thought they were random paint smudges until I looked closer. The design is easily a 4 out of 5, and the ideas seem fairly developed, so about a 3.5 out of 5.
That's pretty good.
This one caught my eye because of its extremely strange design. I mean, look at this. It's horrifying. It's great. It reminds me of those horses with dogmouth edits. Age, 120. Witch. Souloid. Only eating kids. Lives in Sinrira Forest alone, rarely appearing near adults. She don't care about you and your feelings. Who is she, Ben Shapiro? I can always appreciate a visually striking, scary-looking character that goes out of the norms of blood and super spooky smiles. The only thing is that I wish there was more information behind the creature besides the usual bullet points. The creature's skin and clothes and metal parts, in fact, every texture on the design has these scratch marks on them. At first I thought this was some form of weathering, and it may still be, but I find that it just creates a messy look. Some scratchiness on metal and clothing would make sense, but when you put it on everything, the textures just get muddled. I'm gonna give this wonderful design a 3.5 out of 5, but the ideas, while gruesome, which I enjoy, just aren't developed. Ah yes, dead memes, one of life's most vital elements. Oh my god, why is the description so large? I don't know anything about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but this character looks like a solid 5 out of 5 in both categories. Congratulations.
Oh my god! Wow!
Yes, look at this character. Ellie. Huge breasts, large butt, thick thighs. Whoa, that's so detailed. What is this, her serial number? I'm just gonna move on. This is the final OC of the night. Personality. W13 is capricious.
You.
Idiot.
Impulsive and erratic. She is quick to anger. She's also eloquent and charismatic and enjoys the attention of an audience. She'll encourage those who listen to her to participate in pack behaviors that include targeting and hurting scapegoats, or people who don't agree with her opinions. Oh, so like Twitter. Her dynamic, rebellious, and aggressive nature and speaking style have attracted quite a following in the starving, desperate Civikikian colonies. In a way, she has become the leader of a dangerous cult.
She is physically indestructible, but has severe mental weaknesses. Since W13 can shapeshift into other animals, she is bothered by the fact that she knows she has lived before and cannot remember clear details.
Sometimes she'll trail off in the middle of a sentence, as if desperately trying to remember something. Her closest friend is Okay, enough with the repeating consonants, please. I'll just refer to her as F for the rest of the thing.
Although F never tells her the true intention of his plans, she's doggedly loyal, and she'll carry out whatever orders he gives her. F mocks her about her memory, viciously abuses her mentally and verbally, and then reassures her he's her only friend and is looking out for her. This confuses her, but she accepts it, because F has told her she is paying the debts she owes him. He never tells her what these debts are, though, and she never understands why he looks at her with such disgust.
I like how they are putting in relationships with other characters to put things into context. It makes the ideas much stronger.
W13 is a senionistic animal, meaning she has been reincarnated.
Her skeleton is comprised mostly of shifting bronze plates, wires, and fish bones. What, like literal fish bones? Those things are pretty frickin' tiny.
Her original form is some grotesque mockery of a raptor, made up of the carcasses of other animals, mostly taken by Garrus on grave-digging trips, mechanical parts, and one very special brain. She was designed to be able to infiltrate the colonies, but take care of herself if she encountered trouble. Her current form is that of Mother Hennings, a bird colonist that W13 dismembered and replaced upon F's orders. As Hennings, she has gained quite a vicious following, though the colonists are unaware of her real appearance.
She, also upon F's orders, has convinced the colonists to eat their own children. Speech 100, successfully leading to an epidemic of brain disease that makes the colonists violent. Other information.
W13 can become any animal smaller than her original form, but only after tasting its blood. The only way she can die is if she kills herself by initiating a special shutdown sequence and ripping out her own innards. Otherwise, any damage she receives leads to automatic flesh regeneration.
Again, seems like an unnecessary detail. Just choose one or the other. Why would she also need to rip out her own innards if she initiates a special shutdown sequence? Any damage she receives leads to automatic flesh regeneration. Okay, so doesn't ripping out her own innards do the same? Or is it different because it's herself? Or does the shutdown sequence allow flesh to not regenerate? I would make this short and simple and just go with the shutdown sequence. I know it sounds like I'm being more critical about this one, but the truth is I have more information here, so there's just more to scrutinize, which is kind of a good thing because it means they've put in more thought. She is unaware of F's ultimate goals, but she knows she is just a part of a bigger plan. She is also unaware that he wants her to eventually kill herself. Dislikes Garrus. Screw you, Garrus. She drools sometimes, she can't help it. In any other form besides her original one, 3 tiny, nearly transparent teeth are present. Right-handed. Good to know, I guess. If she had a voice, her original form would sound like this. Then they link all these beautiful singing voices, when it seems like their voice would really be more like this. This is an interesting design. I like the use of brown in the metallic parts because it seems almost organic, but not quite, much like the creature itself, and shiny gray parts have already been done to death. This could be like a special alloy. I feel like there's just one too many different hues here. I would change the orange to red like the rest of the body. It seems more consistent and it won't overwhelm the eyes. A multitude of different colored wires I can understand. This expression down here is great. 10 out of 10. I won't comment much on the second design, I'm just a bit confused on what they are doing down here. It looks like they really need to itch the top of their head, but their arms are too short. The primary design is a bit cluttered. It shouldn't be oversimplified, but a few color scheme adjustments is all it needs. There is actually a lot of information here that intrigues me. It feels like it's been thought through, and there is a story behind it. Anyway, my name is Solar Sands, and goodbye.